baby formula consumed in the U.S., and one of those four is now under investigation by the Consumer Protection Division of the Justice Department. We're talking about Abbott Laboratories. Their formula was at the center of a nationwide formula contamination and supply crisis that saw families scrambling to feed their babies and put parents like Congressman Josh Harder from CA9 on wait lists for purchase. The congressman here with me live now to talk about the latest move by the Justice Department to figure out what happened here. Congressman, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Before we break down the situation with Abbott, I have to get your thoughts on the very tragic week California is enduring. 3 mass shootings in just the first 2 days of this week, 18 dead, many others injured. Your California colleague, Senator Feinstein, Monday introduced an assault weapons ban targeting military-style weapons with high-capacity magazines, like the weapon used at the dance hall in Monterey Park. Also introduced the Age 21 Act, raising the age of purchase for these from 18 to 21. Is this enough to truly stop these things from happening?
I think it's a critical first step. What's happened in California over the last week is horrifying. And of course, it's nowhere close to the first time in our own community. One of the first school shootings in American history was Cleveland Elementary in downtown Stockton in 1989. I was at the 34th annual vigil for that just last week. And it's past time that we actually make sure that we are passing an assault rifles ban to get these weapons of war off the streets and keep our schools and our communities safe.
Now let's get back to baby formula, which we've visited about several times over what has been a very stressful year for families like yourself with young children like baby Lily. Now the Justice Department is looking at Abbott Labs. The whistleblower who went to the FDA about contamination problems at Abbott's Sturgis, Michigan plant did so in October of 2021. Recalls began in February of 2022. Has it taken too long for the Justice Department to get involved? 2 babies died in all of this.
I think it has taken too long. The people who caused this shortage by allowing dangerous baby food to make it onto American shelves need to be held accountable. Abbott knew it wasn't keeping its plant clean. There was the whistleblower, and even when the FDA found out, they waited 4 months and 2 infant deaths later to tell the public about this contamination. So I look forward to seeing the results of this full investigation, and hopefully this is just the beginning to make sure that the baby formula shortage that we encountered last year never happens again.
At one time, we flew in the equivalent of more than 32 million 8-ounce bottles of formula from overseas to help desperate families. Are the producer waivers that allowed that to happen still in place so parents have a wider array of products and producers to choose from?
We've come a long way. There are still folks that we're still getting some bottles shipped in from overseas, but the shortage is mostly over. I mean, I can't imagine the feeling of driving to the store with a crying baby in the back seat because you have 3 days of formula left and not enough food. And luckily, that problem has mostly passed. But we want to make sure that those waivers are still in place to ensure that every single family gets the food that they need. But now that the emergency is more or less passed, what's next is making sure that we can ensure that we're keeping these plants safe for the future.
While we have you here, we also need to talk about the $6 million worth of new help coming for those struggling to find long-term stable housing in San Joaquin County. This includes some firsts for the city of Tracy and the city of Manteca, right?
Absolutely. Right now, people who are homeless in our community get arrested. They spend 24 hours in the emergency room. They're back on the streets the next day in the exact same place, only worse off. The status quo is not acceptable. And so this funding is going to help build the first emergency shelter in Tracy, the first long-term housing center in Manteca, and most importantly, it's going to help us expand substance use recovery. So people who are addicted to opiates, to methamphetamines, can get help that they need to get back on their feet permanently and not just have deja vu all over again.
And where is this money coming from? It's a sizable chunk.
It's coming directly from the federal budget. It's about time that we finally get our fair share. Homelessness is not just a problem in San Francisco or Los Angeles. It's all throughout California. And yet the Central Valley does not get the resources to actually deal with this problem. We don't have enough housing, and we certainly do not have enough mental health and substance abuse support to get these folks back on their feet for good.
And to that end, you did mention that the community medical centers will be able to expand services with a recovery facility. Why did you feel like that was so crucial while addressing the housing and the stability and the long-term aspects of the homeless problem?
If you know someone who's struggling with addiction, having a reliable place to sleep isn't enough. you need to make sure that you're getting that recovery support to beat that addiction and get back on your feet for good. And unfortunately, right now, if you're homeless and you're struggling with an addiction, you raise your hand and you say you need help, all too often in our community, you're placed on a waiting list. That's not good enough. And so expanding treatment facilities across our area is long overdue to make sure that we have those wraparound services, not just a place to call your own, but also those services that can make sure that you're actually beating your addiction for good.
And then oftentimes we hear about these projects, we hear about the millions of dollars that are coming, and it's so long before we actually see those doors open. Do you have any fix on when people are actually going to be able to walk in and get help at that recovery center or get into some long-term stable housing?
Hopefully as soon as this year. Those funds are already under construction in Tracy. Phase one's already beginning. The same is true in Manteca. And for the recovery center, that place already exists. We're just expanding those services, hiring more clinicians, and making sure that they can expand the number of people that they're able to serve. And so my hope is that we're going to be able to get these funds to our community ASAP because we know we need them.
All righty. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate you.